Hello guys, welcome to a new video. I know today was not supposed to be a Dead by Daylight video, but we have to talk about this. So the new developer update came out. You know, the one about the changes that were in the last PTB. As you might remember, I was literally the only person that I've seen that was even concerned about the Sadakos update, okay? Everybody was happy. And even though I was concerned, I still thought he was in a good place, and I was generally happy with it. Now, let's get into it. What do we got here? In this update, we aim to restore the gameplay long time on your players missed while also maintaining some of the more recent quality of life improvements. We were glad to see such positive reactions to these changes on the PTB. Well then, why do you change it again? However, there are a few rough edges we like to iron out before this update releases. That's where the problem lies, boys. Every time you try to go above and beyond, you just fuck something up. Locked and Condemned. With your current Condemn progress becoming permanent when you were hooked, survivors who were hooked with several stacks became a clear target for the Unreal. As they should, because they were too stupid to remove their stacks, even though you made retrieving and putting away tapes even faster than it was before, making it easy to trade a hit to take away a tape. It would only take a few more stacks of Condemn to secure a quick and early kill, which was why you did it in the first place, right? This indirectly encouraged the killer to seek out and chase the same survivor after they were unhooked, or tunneling for short. Well, yeah and no, it depends on where he's running to. Since there is only local Condemn now, actually tunneling them as long as they don't run into a TV would make no sense. This is more on the survivor's part, because if you go off hook and you run straight into a TV and Sadakos teleports there, it's your own fault. Don't run into a TV. Easy as that. To tone this down, hooking a survivor will now lock in a maximum of 2 stacks of Condemn. It's just not worth it. Everybody's just gonna slug again because 2 stacks is not worth it. When they're on death hook, they are gonna have a maximum of 4 stack locked in. It's just not worth it. Just slug them and teleport to them as soon as they get up. Easy as that. The only reason to hook anyone right now is if they have tape in their hand, because that destroys the tape. In any other situation, it doesn't make sense anymore. Any additional Condemn will remain, but can be removed by the survivor as normal. This can happen again when the survivor is hooked for a second time for maximum of 4 lock-in stacks. As I said, kinda stupid because it doesn't make sense to hook anymore if you don't have a tape in your fucking hands. This will give survivors an opportunity to remove some of their Condemned after they were unhooked, while keeping Condemn kills as far more prominent threat later in the match. Why are we not discouraging sitting on a fucking gen without turning off any TVs for half of the match and then getting hooked? This needs to get punished. This was what made her strong. Giving people a reason to do tapes even though they are not injured and Sadakos is not near them. Just because there is the risk that if she comes for you, all that fucking Condemned is stacked up. But wait, there's more. Projection spamming. One of the awkward playstyles we wanted to address with this update was the dominant strategy of teleporting as much as possible to quickly spread Condemned. No shit, Sherlock. What do you think OG Condemn Unreal did? She juggled people between TVs and then spam teleport. That's what she does. That's what her power is. We had hoped that limiting the range of Condemn to power TVs would address this. What do you mean? OG Sadakos did this. Then we had map-wide Condemn, where then you addressed this by balancing it due to a cooldown. But now we are back at step 1. We are back at OG type Sadakos, who did the same thing and didn't have a cooldown, and allow us to remove the projecting cooldown. However, some crafty Unreal players discovered that they could intentionally teleport to the wrong TVs first in order to spread more than 1 stack of Condemn to survivors near, heading towards a powered one. Clever. I thought that was the sense of the whole thing. I thought that was the reason why you put it on every TV instead of just the one she teleports to. I thought that was the whole reason for it. Why else would you do it if you didn't plan on people teleporting to the wrong ones first? We've read a lot of positive comments saying that she felt better to play without a cooldown on teleporting, so we don't want to bring it back. Instead, we have made the following change. And now it comes. The power meter recharges over the course of 10 seconds. What the fuck? If the power meter is full, projecting will inflict 1 stack of Condemn to any survivor near power TV and empty the power meter. If the power meter is not full, projecting will not inflict Condemn on and the power meter will not be reset. This will allow the Onryo to move around the map freely, as long as there are power TVs to project to, but prevent quickly building Condemn by repeatedly teleporting to multiple TVs. Okay, behavior. Do you want me to tell you why it felt so great to not have a cooldown? Not because of the mobility, but because you could inflict Condemn on people fast. Why would we want to teleport around, turning off our own TVs, which would also cut half of all our add-ons for mobility on a M1 killer? To let it sink in, they made the conscious decision to spread Condemn over every TV and didn't expect people to use every TV. And that after the fact that survivors can manually just turn off the TV they are next to. They can even do that if they have a tape in their hand. It's a new interaction they added. If you have a tape in your hand, you can actually just still turn off any TV. But that's not enough, no. We need to get a cooldown as well, because survivors are not intelligent enough to just turn off the TV, apparently. Even though nobody complained about this. And now they want you to turn off your own power for mobility on a M1 killer that mostly relies on its power. How stupid is that? And like I said, there are many add-ons that rely on TVs being turned on. Behavior, are you stupid? While I had concerns about the PTB version, I am absolutely against this one. This is just a fucking brain fart. I hope they get their shit together and actually think for once. But well, if you like me ranting about this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Brother, I'm out. I can't do this anymore, like honestly. A little update as of me editing this. We got on Steam a little bit of a response to all the criticism that was going on for the last few hours. We've been listening to your feedback here and on other platforms around the Onryo changes, and it's clear that they don't live up to your expectations. Who would have thought? We're preparing a series of follow-up adjustments for her to adjust the feedback that we've received. No, you should change it immediately. But well, I shouldn't expect much from you, I guess. These changes are planned for the weeks following the mid-chapter release, and we'll share more details once the plan's locked in. All you have to do is release it as it was in the PTB and forget about your little changes. Where is there a plan that needs to be locked in? You just want to make another change. You don't want to revert it. You want to make another change that's gonna make us angry again. That's all. Well, I guess there's hope. I'm still angry.
I love this guy. This Kiro.
Yeah, Kuro's awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Kiro, no one appreciates you.